Oh.
What?
Now?
Good
luck.
Congratulations! We are so proud of you all. We know it hasn't always been easy, and it's a real testament to your resilience that you've made it this far.
Remember to be kind to yourselves and to each other. Be happy, do great things, but most importantly, enjoy this moment. You smashed it. Woo!
Congratulations! A heartiest congratulations from International Office.
It only felt like yesterday that we were welcoming you to campus.
And we hope you enjoy your course with us.
Whether you continue your studies in the UK or return home, we wish you all the best.
Good luck.
Congratulations, everyone. What an amazing few years it has been.
We are so proud of everything you have achieved, and we can't wait to see what you'll do next.
My name is Rob, and I'm an employability and entrepreneurship advisor.
My name is Fran, and I'm the alumni officer.
I'm Jackie, and I'm an employability advisor, and we are the Business and Employability team.
You'll have seen us for various sessions and support over your time here.
This is a little reminder that even though graduation can feel like the end of an era,
You are very much still part of the university.
As a graduate and now alumni,
You will have access to careers and employability support and advice.
forever, for free.
Don't be a stranger.
Stay in touch.
now go out there and celebrate.
Single clap to the graduating class of 2025. 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, can't believe 3 years has passed already. You've been such an amazing year group. Thank you for all the great times and always being brilliant. From everyone at the 3D workshop, we want to wish you all the best for the future and hopefully see you soon.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
To the architecture students, congratulations on ending this year so brilliantly. It's been such a pleasure to work alongside you and George for this last year.
Congratulations, everyone. It's been a pleasure teaching you. You were the only cohort that almost got me killed, and expect the team's message from me soon to see if you got a job.
We very much look forward to seeing what you do following this. We'll be following you closely behind and see what you contribute towards in your careers that follow. It's been a great year. Thank you. Congratulations again.
Congratulations everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you over the last 3 years, and we look forward to seeing how your careers progress.
So how fast can 3 years go? So good luck with the future. Congratulations.
It has been an absolute privilege to get to know you and see your projects. Good luck.
Congratulations. Yeehaw! Keep in touch, everyone. Happy graduation!
Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. Okay, we're going to do that again. Good afternoon, everyone. Excellent. Distinguished guests and graduating students, it's great to be back at Carrow Road to celebrate graduation, and the sun is shining. As Vice-Chancellor, I have the pleasure of welcoming you to our graduation celebration for 2025. After more than 30 years of teaching in universities, I remain hugely impressed and inspired by the hard work, commitment, and the obstacles overcome each and every year by all graduating students. Most of you are the students who joined the university in 2022, only a year after lockdown, still hungry to return to real life, return to studios, to workshops, to friendships, and to community, to working alongside one another, and to making beautiful and ambitious work. And this hunger shows in the work that you have produced. So, I first want to recognize and celebrate your tenacity, flexibility, resilience, and beautiful commitment to creativity, and to thank you for trusting us, your university, with the most important and precious of journeys. For students and for our staff, for the university as a whole, it's been a really remarkable year, culminating in GradFest 25 and our London shows, and so many awards and prizes. Rather than list all the award winners, because there are way too many, I want to say something about a sense of hope at the core of each creative act. From a new mark on a piece of paper to writing an original piece of code, there is a commitment to making something new and to making a difference. A vital and hopeful commitment to producing something unique in the world that makes it clear that the piece of paper, the program, and so the world does not need to, should not remain as we found it. That we have agency and we can make change. And in making that change, however small, we can bring about another form of understanding, another form of making, and another way of living our lives, our individual and our collective lives. The work that you have produced, all of the awards and prizes, make it so clear that anything and everything is possible, now and in the future. And that world-changing work is produced by our students here in Norwich and by our graduates each and every day. I've worked in a few universities, but Norwich is the best of them. This is not just a personal view. We have plenty of objective evidence, including our triple gold recognition from the government for teaching excellence, the only creative arts specialist to be recognised at this highest level, and also our recent 24 places jump in the complete university guide. But I do not need awards to tell me how good you are. I get to see your incredible work. Your work, your portfolios and performances represent more than your individual creative achievement. They also represent this time and your experience of the past 3 years. They are unique and marked by the ways you have made sense of these strange, often demanding, and sometimes disturbing times, and how you have worked out how to maintain and develop your critical creativity in the most challenging personal and indeed global circumstances. Your work fills me with hope for the future, and I trust it does the same for you, for all of you. Today, for many of you, that hope might be focused on finding a job. But it is also focused on finding new and different ways of living your lives and changing our world. Because this is what we're celebrating here today: the power of creativity to make the world a better place now and into the future. Art, design, performing arts, and all creative practice are about the ways in which we entertain one another, tell our stories, and find pleasure in our lives. But they are also about identifying and addressing the challenges of our times, the local day-to-day challenges, the social and political challenges, and the global challenges. Creative practice is essential for the ways in which it both reflects on lives and worlds and gives form and voice to new possibilities, enabling us to imagine, design, present, and perform a better world. Your originality and resilience are needed now more than ever. And Norwich graduates bring their critical creativity to all sectors. And a broad range of organisations and industries look to creative arts graduates with their commitment to new perspectives, because you look at the world differently. You see solutions to problems that others struggle to find, and draw inspired connections between apparently unrelated ideas, experiences, and people. So, in an era of growing automation, when artificial intelligence will do ever more, and maybe more than it should, I trust that an absolutely human form of creativity and ingenuity matters more. You and your university have been very busy over the past year. And I want to mention just 2 important projects that speak to our ambition for the future. At Havers Road, in the Mile Cross area of Norwich, we have established our Immersive Visualization and Simulation Lab, a huge cylindrical screen and motion capture research resource, exploring how new forms of storytelling and immersive experience can change how we understand the world and affect environmental, social, and political change. How, for example, we can feel agency in the face of the climate crisis and prepare for the consequences of rising sea levels and coastal erosion. In September, alongside this facility, we add our new virtual production studio, where moving image students will use the latest Sony technology and have unbounded possibilities in terms of film locations, and also commit to more sustainable forms of production. Confidently, this is the best teaching-focused virtual production studio in a university, and I thank the technical staff who have made it happen and will bring it to life next year. And only 2 days ago, we launched phase 2 of our ambitious estates development project at Bank Lane. 2 years ago, we moved into the 37,000 square foot former bank and turned a huge banking hall into a creative project studio, in which each of our courses have delivered incredibly ambitious projects. Quite simply, the biggest and best project studio I have ever seen. As we launch the second phase of Bank Plane, it becomes the new centre of the university, its beating heart, a new home for our Students' Union, for student support, a new canteen and social space, and, of course, a climbing wall. It's a massively ambitious project, and phase 3 is now underway. And it represents the same scale of hope and ambition that founded this institution in 1845, and the opening of our first purpose-built building in 1899, St. George's on the banks of the Wensum River. So, to graduate from Norwich University of the Arts is to graduate from a university where we have been recognizing the transformative importance of critical creativity for 180 years. To graduate here today shows that you have developed and pursued your own creative journey. A degree from Norwich is not a certificate, but a lifelong map for a beautiful journey. And as I look around the stadium and I look at our graduating students, I just know that you are ready to use that map. As you walk across the stage today to begin the next phase of your life, to imagine and write new stories, you're not leaving the university, but joining our worldwide community. And we want to support you, hope to hear from you, and look forward to seeing you and your successes in future years, as we have with previous graduates. For each of your personal achievements, there have been fellow students, family and friends, encouraging and supporting you along the way. And there have been my colleagues in the university, all of them. Tutors, technicians, librarians, counsellors, caretakers, cleaners, support, registry, and administrative staff, everyone. It truly has taken a village for all of us to be here today. And all of us love graduation. We love to see your success and witness your day for celebrating and recognizing what you have achieved and the support you have received. So it's a celebration, and you're allowed to make some noise. We're in the open air, and we like you to clap, but we don't want you to do it politely. And we want to hear the cheers and the whoops and the whistles. But we also need to hear the names and recognize the achievements of each and every graduating student. You'll get into the rhythm when we get to that part of the proceedings. It is now my huge privilege to introduce, hot from editing The $1 Billion Spy and directing Russell Crowe, the university's Chancellor, the international film director, Amma Asante.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Vice-Chancellor, staff of Norwich University of the Arts, friends and supporters, and of course, class of 2025. I'm delighted to join you for this very special day when we honour your incredible achievements and look forward to the limitless possibilities that lie ahead for you. Each of you has brought your own unique vision and voice to the work that you have put in, and today we celebrate the culmination of that hard work and dedication. From architecture to interior design, fine art to photography, you have nurtured skills in each of your fields, and in doing so, you've pushed the boundaries and explored new realms of possibilities, finding new ways to challenge conventions. You have shown that art is not just a discipline, but a way of seeing the world with the ultimate possibility to transform it. And you have done so supported by the safety and the encouragement of the wonderful staff and lecturers here. No matter what challenges may have tested you on this journey, you've shown resilience and adaptability, you've persevered, and you've built on the ways in which you create, you collaborate, and you communicate. Now, as you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, hold on to that creativity, resilience, and the courage that you have harnessed during your time here. Make courage your partner as you step out into the unknown. Something that I've thought a lot about lately is the lead up to directing my first feature film 20 years ago and writing the screenplay. It was a time when I felt deeply vulnerable, when the world seemed uncertain and at times divided. But I discovered eventually that this vulnerability, well, it wasn't a weakness. It was instead a source of profound strength. It opened me to empathy, allowing me to connect more deeply with others and eventually to audiences through my work. In challenging times, your art has the power to break down walls, to awaken uncomfortable or difficult truths where silence once lingered, and to illuminate the shadows that call for courage and change, reminding us all of our shared humanity in what can be a fragmented world. Art can be the bridge that sparks empathy, sparks dialogue, and sometimes inspires hope. Your art is your voice. It's perhaps the most powerful tool that you have, and that's because it has the power to resonate across time and space, touching lives in ways you may never fully know. I'm excited how yours will continue to make its way into the world. I know how much we need it, how much we need you. I want to thank our esteemed faculty and staff whose dedication and guidance have been instrumental in your success and your time here. And as we celebrate your achievements today, I also want to take this opportunity to thank our Vice-Chancellor for his years of visionary leadership. As we mark his final graduation ceremony here, his steadfast support for the arts has enriched our university in lasting and meaningful ways. Thank you for your dedicated service to the university and the students, Vice-Chancellor. Thank you. To the class of 2025, you carry now with you not just skills, but the extraordinary responsibility and privilege of sparking conversations that matter, challenging what is and imagining what could be. In every story you shape, whether through paint or fabric, pixels, or through the sheer power of words, you bring ideas to life that will go on to define our times. May your creativity always find its way forward, and may you experience profound fulfillment and enduring impact as you go forth and you change the world. Thank you.
Before we move to the awarding of degrees, I want to thank our Chancellor for her years of service to the university at this, her last graduation ceremony, for inspiring all of us, for being a remarkable role model, and for allowing us to witness her incredible international career up close and personal. Emma, you will always be a part of the university. Thank you. We now move to the awarding of degrees, with our course representatives presenting the graduands for their awards. Graduands, one last lesson for you, how to be a medieval courtier, because we're recognizing your transition from graduand to graduate by the ancient practice of doffing caps. And I'm now going to show you how to do that. If you take a look, there's a pink stripe on the runway. You come up to the lectern, you present your card, you walk slowly to the pink stripe, because we're capturing you on film and taking your photograph. You stop and you doff, and then you walk off. So you stop, doff, off. Okay? Stop, doff, off. Slowly. Awards will be conferred by the Chancellor.
Good afternoon. I'm Claudia Morgado. I'm the course leader for architecture. I'll be presenting the Master of Architecture First All. James Michael Grace. Thomas Jake Ashmore. Ashmita Chakraborty. The following student is also celebrating their award today, Theodore Galvin. We now move to the Bachelor of Arts degrees and awards in architecture. Adam Krupa. James Mulgrove Richards. Hekla Ara Dochtir. Joseph Slack. Isaac Zipfel. Isabella Dawson. Tracy Yun Yin Lin. Sophia Henley. William Edward Snell. Felix Elliott Ford. William Roderick. Silvana Iwana Ilye. Jacob Spinks. Jordan Jewell. Maram Al-Rikabi. Ruby May Sawyer. Leo Coles. Marcelo Murdak. Ryan Bonner. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Ben Salter, course leader for Interior Design. I'm presenting the Bachelor of Arts degrees and awards in Interior Design. Harry Monument. Neve Muggleton. Jasmine Shivers. Ava Sherwood. Reese Trotman. Amber O'Donoghue. Emily Beard. Charlotte Bennett. Richie Moore. Faith Bryn. Bethany Kira Seeping Dolan. Imogen Milroy. Jessica Moulson. Ria Gathercole. Leon Thornton. Mackenzie Hanzip. Adelina Hadzavina. Jihan Buji. Loretta Marchenko. Ryder Fenlon. Kira Siobhan Preston. Ishka Rajin Shaw. Jasmine Cherochit Curie. Rebecca Eve Sutton. Elida Ogzu. Lily Mae Frost. Anya Williams. Amy Frey Robinson. Natalie Sophie Perez Rodriguez. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Craig Barber, course leader for Fine Art. Thank you. I'm presenting the Bachelor of Arts degrees and awards in Fine Art, including the diplomas in creative computing and creative professional development. Michael Ogantolu. Matthew Studd. Grace Darnell. Luna Marshall Somerville. Maisie Feather. Abby Warner. Layla Adams. Maisie Aykroyd. Daisy Maureen Dodsworth. Isabel Bruce. Anna Samir Tucker. Amelia Young. Gabrielle Rudling. May Warner. Madison Audrey Trent. Ellie Mae Butler. Elana O'Neill. Sophia Knowles. Isabella Beatrice Hall. Elizabeth Moore. Anastasia Smith. Anna Strong. Joan Cooper. Willow Young. Pippa Knox. Olivia Newman. Megan Leah Gray. Jessica Haynes. Christian Zachary Brown. Rosie Huff. Emily John. Annabelle Enid Walker. Natasha Olszewska. Melanie Geary. Wong Hin Young Katrina. Abby Nemeth. Eve Elizabeth Harris. Emma Aldous. Deborah McEwen. Grace Watts. Casey Jackson. Lisa Brand. Kiara Yee. Rebecca Clements. Layla Dar. Max Vince. Jaden Dominic Hurst. Jessica Pottle. Avon Herdref Dylan Morales. Toby Baker. Neve Thompson. Kimberly Dix. Tabitha Brown. Poppy Cahill. Lily Stafford. Sophie Smith. Gina Michelle Childs. Lena Maria Pesci. Lauren Guest. The following graduates are also celebrating their awards today. Lily Molesworth. Elizabeth Tunnicliffe. And Rebecca Williams. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm James Smith, course leader for photography, and I'm presenting the Bachelor of Arts degrees and awards in photography, including the Diploma in Creative Professional Development. Adam Rendell. Isabel Pulford. Shanna Lee Shanks. Libby Porter. Tilly Picton. Lauren Stalley. William Wright. Charlene Elizabeth Bradley. Well done. Jessica Sansom. Chloe Moss. Courtney Hetherington. Gemma Bloomfield. Chloe Kirkland. Ellie Roscoe. Well done. Annabelle Aldous Jenkins. Isabel Andrews. Hannah Whittle. Mariana Tavares. Ella Tidd. Will Smith. Grace Fisk. Madeleine Lucy Townsend. Ellie Beddingham. Freya Acinda Smith. Sydney Wilding. Ryan Boydell. Sophie Louise Alliker. Luke Stimson. Poppy May Angel. Holly Cayley. Robin Sansom. Monica Spiat. Daniel Nilsson Selyom. Joseph Cameron Pitcher. Well done, Joe. Maximilian Batijiji. Jason Cooper. Hannah Gadd. Well done, Hannah. Evie Harris. Erin Shoal. Harmony Hill. Ellen Shimon. Amber Hill. Amber. Greta Vaikeniter. Well done. Samantha Drage. That concludes the presentation of awards. Thank you.
By the power vested in the university by the Privy Council, I confirm these students have met the rules and requirements for awards of Norwich University of the Arts. Gets a life of its own when we finish. Very cool. To our graduates, as we can now officially call you, we are so incredibly proud of you. Again, please can I ask everyone to applaud and cheer your success. Amazing. Thank you. I'd like to invite Candice Allison, Development Curator, Bank Lane, to give the oration for the award of Honorary Professorships to Amrit Singh and Rabrinder Kaur Singh.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to introduce Amrit and Rabrinder Kaur Singh, known collectively as the Singh twins. In the 4 decades of their artistic career, the Singh twins have made significant contributions to the field of fine art and education by challenging traditional academic boundaries and broadening the understanding of what constitutes British art. The Singh twins were born in London and raised in Liverpool in a very large Indian Sikh family. Growing up, they were confronted with the duality of England's rich history of diversity through immigration and its subsequent difficult relationship with certain minority populations. During their undergraduate studies, they experienced negative stereotyping and prejudice, which led them to challenge the grade they were awarded and to ultimately stand by their beliefs and values by refusing to accept their degree. In direct response to their own experience, they have actively promoted greater inclusion of non-Western art forms within educational curricula, encouraging students and art institutions alike to value the richness of cultural hybridity and the importance of diverse perspectives in both historical and contemporary art discussions. When asked in a BBC interview if they honestly thought they could tackle racism and try to overturn stereotypical prejudices through art, they affirmed their belief in art as a very powerful medium of communication, as an accessible way to engage people with difficult subjects by capturing their attention and talking to audiences on different levels. In their practice, the Singh twins have pioneered a unique area of research and visual language by elevating the status of Indian miniature painting, a tradition once sidelined in mainstream Western art discourse. By integrating this Eastern technique with modern themes and storytelling elements that reflect their dual heritage, they have demonstrated that traditional forms can be both innovative and politically potent. Their award-winning work was cited by Sir Simon Sharma as representing the artistic face of modern Britain. The Singh twins' work has helped shift attitudes within galleries and academic circles, pushing for a more expansive definition of fine art that respects and celebrates global artistic contributions. Their collaborations with museums and educational institutions have led to the development of exhibitions and resources that support intercultural learning. Projects like the widely acclaimed Slaves of Fashion, presented in 2022 as a major joint exhibition at Norwich University of the Arts' own East Gallery and Norwich Castle Museum and Art Gallery, was accompanied by educational materials that engaged younger audiences and scholars to critically explore colonial histories and generally accepted European truths about empire and trade. Through their commitment to both practice and pedagogy, the Singh twins continue to influence how art is taught, understood, and valued in multicultural societies. The power of their work greatly resonates with our aspirations as a university to support students in producing critical, challenging, and world-changing work. The Singh twins' contribution to contemporary art has been recognized at the highest level. They were each awarded MBEs in 2011 and honorary doctorates from the University of Chester, the University of Liverpool, and the University of Wolverhampton. Their work has been showcased in prestigious institutions like the National Portrait Gallery, Walker Art Gallery, Manchester Museum, and Delhi's National Gallery of Modern Art, solidifying their status as trailblazers in the global art community. Amrit and Rabindra, I know that this award of honorary professorship is another meaningful step in your goal to keep smashing through the glass ceilings that you have encountered. You are now part of the 11% of professors in the UK from Black, Asian, and minority ethnic backgrounds. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you for the award of Professorship Honoris Causa of Norwich University of the Arts, Amrit Singh and Rabindra Kaur Singh. I now invite the honorary professors to offer a response.
Thank you, Candice, for that very kind introduction. And, well, firstly, we'd love to extend a personal congratulations to all of those receiving their hard-earned degrees today. It's an amazing achievement, and you've a lot to be proud of. We'd also like to thank, of course, Norwich University of the Arts for conferring such a great honour on us today. We're absolutely delighted to be receiving an award of honorary professors of the university for our contribution to fine art practice and to education, and we're looking forward to being part of your community. We are especially thrilled to be recognised for our efforts to promote culturally diverse storytelling, political advocacy and critical engagement with themes around empire, colonialism through the arts. Because pushing the boundaries of how art, culture and society are defined and evaluated is something we are immensely passionate about. This passion stems back to the racial prejudice we faced as undergraduate art students whose work was dismissed as backward, outdated, and having no place within contemporary art, simply because it was rooted in traditional Indian miniature painting. We were presented with a host of alternative artists to choose from, all of them European. Our decision to resist the pressure to conform to the Western role models in art didn't go down well. And efforts to fight our corner through academic discourse ultimately cost us our degree when one of the external examiners refused to mark our finals dissertations in art, despite describing them as undoubtedly scholarly and PhD level. It was confided in us that he had not liked what we had argued, each in our own way, about the significant impact of non-European and particularly Indian art on the development of Western modern art. Instead of stating his opinion honestly, this examiner made unfounded accusations of cheating behind closed doors and in such a way that denied us the right to properly defend ourselves. When pushed to justify his subsequent decision to award a category of degree described as derisory by the other examiners, he remarked that we'd be happy with that because we'd be only going away and getting married anyway. The inability of our art tutors to accept our Indian artistic heritage as a valid form of contemporary expression, and the lengths to which this examiner went to essentially silence a version of art history that challenged the Western art establishment's narrow-minded, elitist vision of itself, spoke volumes to us about just how ingrained cultural prejudice was within the arts. A prejudice linked, we believe, to deep-rooted colonial attitudes of Western superiority. This West is best attitude is something we'd experienced before, of course, growing up in Britain, not least in the negative media stereotypes of traditional Asian culture and the pressure we felt from peers and wider society to assimilate into mainstream British culture. It's a mindset of cultural bias that we would continue to encounter throughout our journey as artists, such as the time way back in the 80s, when during the final stages of judging in a televised art competition, the BBC praised our art highly, but went on to announce that it was too culturally different to be considered alongside other entrants. It's a mindset that we've been committed to challenging through our work as professional artists. Core to that commitment is our adoption of a decorative, symbolic, narrative style that draws on global artistic traditions, and our exploration of themes that challenge preconceived ideas about cultural ownership, notions of Britishness, and the teaching of art and history from a predominantly European perspective. Of course, we are acutely aware that our art goes against the grain of what's generally deemed to be acceptable in contemporary practice, as dictated by the gatekeepers of the art establishment. Our refusal to bow to these dictates has made our journey as artists a struggle, to say the least. But it's also been our strength, because being different is what makes us stand out. And the prejudice we've faced for daring to be different has given our art meaning and purpose, making us determined to fight the system by asserting our right to express ourselves and tell our own stories in our own way. For us, not telling those stories is like walking in the sand and leaving no footprints. You have no way of knowing where you came from or how you reached today, whilst others are free to leave their imprint on your path. When it comes to the story of empire and colonialism, footprints representing the Western imperial perspective not only dominate, but have left deep imprints. Misperceptions, ignorance, and selective amnesia about this shared chapter of global history, which has shaped and continues to impact the lives and opinions of so many, remain some of the underlying causes of institutional prejudice, racism, cultural stereotyping, geopolitics, and military conflict across the globe. It's for this reason that much of our art explores interrelated dialogues around heritage, politics, and identity connected to the story of empire and colonialism and their legacies, focusing not just on hidden stories that reveal the darker side of empire and redress the imbalance, but also on perspectives that help spotlight and promote wider engagement with important current issues and debates around race, identity, ethical trade, and the environment, to name but a few. It's often said that artists are the conscience of society, that they have the responsibility to speak out against social and political injustice, inequality, and prejudice. We disagree. This responsibility, in fact, belongs to everyone. What we do believe, however, is that artists and others within the creative industries are uniquely placed to inform, to challenge, to influence opinion, and to effect change. To use the powerful, accessible, and universal language of art and creativity to convey messages and stories that speak from different perspectives and on multiple levels. Levels which enable people from diverse backgrounds to see themselves reflected in and connected to the experience of others, and to relate to the world and the communities around them in new ways. To those of you seeking a career in the arts, we urge you not to underestimate that power. Recognise it, use it wisely. Be mindful that as graduates of today, you are the cultural gatekeepers and influencers of tomorrow. So whether you go on to be creators, educators, historians, art critics, curators, or administrators, as well as leaving your own footprints in the sand, help others to make theirs too. And be sure to build a few sandcastles as strongholds of creativity and education along the way, providing environments and establishing policies, projects, and platforms of opportunity for ensuring that cultural diverse arts and historical perspectives are fully encouraged and recognised as legitimate expressions of British contemporary art and society. Because the fact that discussions about diversity and more recently decolonisation continue, some 30 years on from our own experience as art students, shows how much more needs to be done. We'd like to end by thanking Norwich University of the Arts once again for their invaluable recognition of our work. And take this opportunity, if we may, also to acknowledge our family who are celebrating with us here today, and also those who couldn't make it, who have all played a huge part in our success as artists. In particular, we remember our dear father, whose unwavering love, encouragement, and support made us who we are. The pride we have in our Indian heritage, along with the inquisitive mind and spirit of defiance that underpins our art, comes from him. Without him, we simply would not be standing here today. And whilst he is sadly no longer with us in person, his influence will continue to shape our life and work. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd now like to welcome Daniel Dwyer, Students' Union President of Education and Representation, to give the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Congratulations to the class of 2025. I, as your president, am so proud how some of you have turned your breakdowns into breakthroughs, how some of you have turned your weaknesses into willingfulness, and how some of you are still trying to figure it out. But there is a message I want to leave with you here today. And please don't take offense to this. You know how I am. The world doesn't need more graduates. It needs more gradient. Let me explain. A graduate is a title. A gradient is a process, a shift, a spectrum, a transformation. Graduates can tick boxes, but gradients bend the rules, blur lines, and build bridges. A graduate is who you are today, but gradients bend... No, I said that line already. But gradients is who you were before you came here, during your time here, and what you will become. And if we're being honest, the becoming part, that's messy. It looks like staring blankly at your screen at 3 a.m., trying to remember if you actually did save the file or you thought you did. It looks like sending your tutor an email that says, "Apologies for the delay, I'm having a bit of a moment." And by moment, you meant you're running on noodles and vibes, your software just crashed, and there's one person in the group chat asking what a supporting doc looks like 6 hours before deadline. But let's be real, this journey wasn't always aesthetic. It was patchy accommodation Wi-Fi, and on behalf of the university, we'd like to say very sorry for that. Yeah. Deadline panic, stretched student loans, and silent, what am I even doing here moments. But it was also nights out with friends, late night accommodation talks, and that one lecturer who would always buy hobnobs for us to share during Menti Bs. Thank you, Ben. This experience didn't just produce polished portfolios. It produced preserving people. People who know how to bounce back from their burnout. People who learned how to advocate for themselves, to ask for help, to set the boundaries, and to keep going, even if it meant dragging themselves across the finish line. That's what makes you more than a graduate, but a gradient of who you will become. The world doesn't just need more framed certificates on walls, it needs people who can adapt, people who have complexity, who have color, culture, and personality. The world needs people who aren't afraid to evolve, who aren't boxed in by titles or roles or rigid expectations, who can say, I don't know, but I'm still learning, who can go from student to struggler, from struggler to survivor, and from survivor to leader. So no, this world doesn't need more graduates. It needs gradient. People in motion, people in transition, people who are still becoming. Because becoming is braver than pretending you've already arrived. And so as you leave, and I know we're not all people of faith, but I'm praying that you don't shrink into job titles. I'm praying you don't shrink into social boxes or what success is supposed to look like. That you realize this world isn't about fake it till you make it anymore, but about believing in your becoming. That you continue to shift, stretch, transform, and refuse to flatten yourself just to make others feel comfortable. And I won't say make us proud, make yourself proud. And finally, before I leave you, I want us to mark this moment. Not just for what we've done individually, but for what you've carried together. We are the final cohort to walk across this stage. The last ones to graduate over the last 2 days. And with that comes weight, but also pride. So for the early mornings, for the breakdowns, the breakthroughs, the resubmissions, the silent victories, for the late nights, the deep sighs, the tired prayers, and the small wins no one saw, on the count of 3, I want us to do a single clap. This clap is to honor everything you've been through. This clap is to the people you will become. And this clap is to close this chapter and open your new one. Parents and friends, would you join us? Ready? Here's to the class of 2025. 1, 2, 3. God bless you all.
Thank you, Daniel. Pure genius. Graduates, we're near the end, but I want to give you the opportunity to say thank you to your friends and families for all the support you have received over the past years. So please stand if you're able and turn and face your friends and families. And after a count of 3, show your appreciation in the usual way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's good, but it's not great. And it's the last ceremony of the 2025 season, so I'm going to give you the opportunity to be great. So one more time after a count of 3. 1, 2, 3! That is great. You can turn, you can sit down. They really appreciate you. Before the 2025 season comes to a close, I would like to thank all my colleagues across the university for making these ceremonies so amazing, and particularly the individuals and teams who have been planning for months and have ensured that they run so smoothly. And to Graham and Angela for the leadership and the sleepless nights. Thank you all very much. This concludes our ceremonies for 2025. Can I please ask you to stand, if you are able, while the platform party processes from the stage for the last time.